Hey guys, it's Corey coming at you from the Red State with my first official Red State video journal. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've been doing out here. I'm going to talk a little bit about the system, techniques, and things like that, as well as my hopeful return to California next year, and really just trying to relate to you guys and show you some of the things I've been doing with exercise programs and techniques so that I know I have something to offer you guys as soon as my feet touch ground back home. Alright, so stay tuned. I'm going to try to update this, at least once a month, hopefully more. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to put it on the Facebook page as well as on YouTube. So hit me up on that if you want to keep in touch, and I'll be hearing from you. Alright guys, here's some day one stuff, basically the difference between our push-ups and a traditional push-up. Traditional push-up isolates the upper body. You still work the core by keeping it tight to make sure that you're active there. However, the D.F.S push-up definitely works what's called the internal abductor muscles, strengthening the core pretty much tenfold if you can calculate it, which I can't, but I feel it. So in a short clip I'll show you the difference right here. Alright, so the first thing you're going to notice is that the feet on the first one were together, and on the D.F.S push-up they were apart, okay? Not only that, however, instead of our feet being static like they are in a traditional push-up, we actually flex up onto our toes with every time we push up. Later we start pushing up with our fingertips as well, on our knuckles, tiger mouths, all the fun stuff that we do to make ourselves hard. The reason that we do this is basically because it makes the exercise dynamic, right? By doing that, we flex from the tip of our toe all the way up into our core, and then all the way from there back out through our hands. Okay, now this gives us extreme punching and kicking power. Not only that, it hardens your toes so that later on, if you do end up missing a kick or intentionally wanting to use that toe for some reason, you have the strength there for it. Alright, so in either form of the push-up, you're working on yin power. Basically, that is pushing power, external power, the out-breath yin power. It's what we use when we punch, kick, any whipping action, basically. It's the opposite of yang power, which I'll explain in a little bit. Alright, so a little bit about technique. Everybody knows it. Anybody who's been to one class at D.F.S knows that the number one thing you're probably going to get thrown at you in a bar fight or street scenario is the bolo, the overhand right. So bearing that in mind, we always want to learn to defend against it. There's too many ways to get out of that punch. If you get hit with it, either it happened in the middle of a fight or you weren't ready for the fight. Bottom line, because you can see it coming a mile away, and if somebody can do it without that, damn. Yeah. So anyways, here's a little bit demonstration of the bolo punch and a couple different techniques against it. So with the bolo, basically you're going to telegraph. The whole move is just reel up, drop your head, go for it, just brawling. You can see that first inclination that somebody's going to throw the bolo is they're going to cock back, okay? As soon as you see that, basically you don't even need to be standing there anymore, okay? Next thing you know, if you're too late to notice that, their head's moving forward. They're probably right about here, head down. They don't want you to punch them. Then it comes over the top, alright? So with the bolo, you need to look for the signals. You see somebody do that, if they're not one of us, chances are they're not jabbing. They're probably going to throw the bolo, okay? Alright, so let me just start off by saying this. I've been hit by this very hard, okay? Not going to get into details, but I didn't see it coming. So look for the signals, pay attention, situational awareness. I'll talk about it in another episode, but the bolo is devastating when done right, okay? It will break your face. So let's get into techniques on how to avoid the bolo or block it. Number one, Don't be there. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do is get out of the way so that you're not where his fist is. Okay? Simple as that. It works almost in every situation, not just with the bolo. So please take heed. Number 2. Alright, this technique is called an L step because of the footwork. You're creating an L shape with your feet and placing yourself slightly offline. If the punch is coming here or anywhere in the vicinity within your shoulder's reach, the objective is to move your center line about over here. Okay, that's all you're really doing. About from here to here. Okay, so the L step is number 2 technique, how to avoid the bolo or pretty much any punch that's coming towards your head. Third technique is going to be a cat stance with a Fuke Sao, okay? Basically, snake hand block, okay? This is more so just to feel and intercept. The cat stance itself, the footwork, once again, will get you off the line and back you up so you're no longer in punching range. Just remember that putting the hand up puts you in more of an advantageous position so that you can block it, come in with what you got, okay? Alright, so those are a couple different techniques that will help you against the bolo. It's just one attack that I was working on, that we all work on really from day one. And I know they're not the DMs, you know, they're not specifically what we learn in class. It's just kind of my interpretation as 3 different things for one attack, okay? But that's enough about you. A little bit about me, what I've been doing. I'm working a lot. I'm going to school out here. Things are going pretty good. You know, I'm renting a house at dirt cheap prices compared to California, but you know, it's like 110, 115 some days. Sweet. But anyways, yeah, so I'm planning on moving back to California. My lease here ends May 1st, or the end of April, and I'm just waiting to notify my bosses because I don't really want to let them know too soon that I'm planning on dipping out. Yeah, so anyways, things are good out here. The system, even though I'm not around you guys, even though I'm not there to train, I still train on my own all the time. Think about philosophy, you know, I remember to keep the cornerstones of love, honor, and respect in my life at all times. Sifu, thank you very much. You know, if it weren't for your guidance in my teenage years, I probably would have not been doing so well. So, you know, just thanks for watching, guys. I plan on seeing y'all next year, just before my birthday. My birthday is in May, for those of you who know. And, you know, it'll be me, the pooch, and the system all together. So, love you guys, and you know, I'll see you next time when I do my next Red State video journal.